Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company, and this is the top news for natural gas. Number one, December futures gap higher over the weekend on colder weather forecasts, but have now closed that gap and moved lower. Number two, LNG feedstock is now over 18 BCF per day and rising. Number three, Bloomberg has cited the higher risk for a polar vortex this winter. And number four, Congress has reached a deal over the weekend to end the government shutdown. Let's turn to the spot December contract here on barchart.com. And as you can see over the weekend, last night we opened up strongly higher. We got as high as 4,509, and now we're lower on the day, currently trading at 429.20, down 2.3 cents or a little bit over 0.5%. And as you can see, we're still above the 13 and 48 period exponential moving averages, but the RSI has turned down. We've got what was called a bearish engulfing candlestick, so we've got to be very careful. Our first support will come in here at that exponential moving average at 416.30, and well below that, the second one at 402.90. But let's turn to the hourly chart to give us a little bit better support and resistance. And as you can see, we're below the daily pivot, which came in at 433.40. And right now we've got next support at 429.20. And as you can see, the RSI has turned down, and we're looking to see if we can test and hold that level. What's going on? Well, we've got colder weather for today and tomorrow. We've got as low as 32 on the wind chill down here in north of Houston, but the weather forecast after this cold is warmer. So the marketplace is looking past this and saying, okay, what else have you got for me next? And we're uncertain about whether or not that cold comes back into the upper Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, and New England states late in the period. So right now, everything's on the defensive. This could be a bull trap. So let's turn to the front to back spreads. And as you can see here, this is December 2026 versus Dece 2025. And we're down just 4 ticks or 0.91%. Currently trading at 43.5. We're below the 13 and 48 period exponential moving averages. So this is still staying in that sell mode or profit taking mode. And here's the LNG markers. This is the JKM, Japan Korea marker, versus the TTF, the European benchmark. And as you can see, it continues to widen out. We're currently at 41 cents, which means that suddenly we're looking at Asia starting to pick up in demand for LNG, but it's still not enough to incentivize U.S. spot cargoes to move from Europe to Asia. We'll look to see if this can continue over the next few weeks, but right now, it's still pushing cargoes toward Europe. And let's look at that 8 to 14-day temperature outlook in the U.S. And as you can see, above normal temperatures here in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And it's staying well warm in the midsection of the country. This takes us all the way out to November 23rd. But we got below normal temperatures in Southern California. So the marketplace is saying, great, it's cold today, it's cold tomorrow, but what else have you got for me? And looking at the forecast, as you can see, that cold air is descending into the upper Midwest and right down into the mid-Atlantic states. And it's possibly coming back in here. This is from WX charts. We'll look to see if this is building again as we get late into November. But right now, it lacks the mechanism to push any more cold air unless it's right here up in New England very late in the session. So what else is going on? We're going to keep a careful eye on the Arctic. The Atlantic hurricane season is over. The ice is starting to really start to expand here in the Arctic. And as you can see, the snowfall is also accumulating here across the Canadian Rockies and the plains. So we're watching carefully these northern approach here to Hudson Bay. Once that starts to freeze up, the rest of the bay will start to freeze over quickly with ice. And that allows that cold Arctic air to have a straight shot into the U.S. Midwest, Mid-Atlantic states, and New England. So keep a careful eye on that as we go forward. And looking at the national weather wind chill factor this morning, as you can see, right down here in Houston, we were at 41 degrees in downtown Houston. It was colder in the northern suburbs where I am. And as you can see, we're in single digits up in the Dakotas. So what else is looking out there right now? We've got still extreme drought conditions forming in New England, parts of the South, Texas, and parts of the desert Southwest as well. So we'll keep a careful eye on this as we're continuing to progress through a La Nina winter. So far, it looks like it will transition into an ENSO neutral by January. What else is going on here? Well, the nuclear outages are starting to decline. As you can see, we're going to continue to drop, and this is also helping to pull away some demand from natural gas. And let's take a look at the oil and gas E&P sector. This is stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float. And as you can see, CRK has been the winner with over 18% return so far this week. CNX and Apache are pulling behind them, still positive. Murphy is slightly positive, but as you can see, some of the other stocks are down about 2.5 to 3%. So again, let's recap here for the spot December natural gas futures. We're down now to 427.20, down about 4 cents or a little bit less than 1%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.